Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we are back on track with The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Now, every bit of me wants to go into the video settings and turn those up, but after all the nightmare it gave me, I can't possibly do that. So, I want to point out that last episode we tried to do these and we got like halfway through and it didn't do anything. I don't even think I'm not 100% certain I even have the items for this quest, and from what I looked up, this is a bug that these have come back up. I think I pretty much failed these quests when Triss left the first time from Novigrad. I don't think there's any way to really solve them or fix them. We are doing the Reason of State. We're going to try to lure Radovid away and kill him. If we look here to my quest items, unless these jade figurines are the ones they're talking about, for that quest, I don't have any other statuettes. There's nothing here that says statuette under quest items. And if it wasn't a quest item and a regular item, I probably sold it long time ago. But leaving that all alone, I'm glad to be back with the game. I want to start down the path of powering through the rest of this game. We have 11 more minutes of this Archfiend decoction though. We're gonna try and lure Radovid from his ship. Let's see. Which one of these is his ship? I'm betting it's this one here with all the guards.
Another day gone to shit.
Let's talk to him.
Witcher Geralt, what do you want?
An audience?
An audience. Got new information about Philippa Eilhart.
I'll need your weapons. Now follow me.
So,
Your Majesty.
very
The Witcher,
specifically taking
with
weapons.
news of Philippa Eilhart.
I hope you brought something better than magic crystals this time.
I didn't show him the magic
know where
crystals
she
the
is.
first time.
Perhaps. Or perhaps you seek to trick me, like the others.
What are they?
What others?
You see, a rumor went around that I generously reward any who bring information about Eilhart. There's no shortage of the greedy and the stupid, so a queue quickly formed at the gangway to the ship. The first aboard was a hunter. Brought me a dead owl with no eyes. He thought I'd believe it, shower him with gold. I had him blinded, then thrown overboard with a stone tied round his neck. The second was the postmaster from Oxenfurt. Claimed to have a letter she'd penned. It was forged, of course. I had his fingers cut off. He'll never write again. Oh, and I took his tongue. The spoken lie is just as reprehensible. Needless to say, the rest of the queue dispersed quickly.
I'm a professional, you can trust me.
I'm a professional. Got a reputation to uphold. Be stupid of me to come to you empty-handed.
My father's ring. Philippa used it to stamp her decrees, then distribute them as the word of the king. Where is she?
Under your nose, sire. In Novigrad. In a house on the bridge leading to Temple Isle.
Why haven't you brought her to me?
Gotta capture someone to take them anywhere. All I did was track her down, then stole this ring as proof that I had.
Do you fear her?
No, you want to kill her yourself. With your own hands. I know this.
You shall come with me. Hubrecht, gather the men.
How many, sire?
All of them.
All of them. Is this really gonna work?
Well, where is she? Where is Philippa?
Like I said, house on the bridge, closer to the other end.
Close off this end. We need no guests, no innocent bystanders, or witnesses. Damian, Duke, Egbert, Freak, Caspar. You shall stay here. Secure the rear.
They all
And
get
kill
names.
the Witcher.
This is how you thank those who serve you?
You don't know where Philippa's hiding. Not exactly, without me.
Fret not. We'll manage. Naturally, it would be easier with your help, but you irritate me. You know too much. You impede me too often. And I find your arrogance an annoyance. I've had men killed for less. Follow me.
Interesting.
Any last words? Fuck!
That's usually good.
Then Radovid.
Usually a good last word.
Hang on, Geralt.
So do we have our sword?
All right.
Thanks for your help.
Plan's gone to hell. So be it. We'll improvise. Follow me, Geralt. We must get to Radovid before reinforcements arrive.
Run! When killing an emperor.
Try to get round it!
Nope, no, get away! Oh, that was awful. That was just awful. I guess it's fairly obvious I took a little bit of break between this episode and the last. That I totally should have played this game on easy.
Hang on, Geralt. On our way. All right.
So
Thanks
maybe
for your
Vernon
help.
Roach could have died there.
Plan's gone to hell. So be it. We'll improvise. Follow me, Geralt. We must get to Radovid before reinforcements arrive.
Alright. So we want to run and potentially. As long as I have the Griffin thing going on, I can use my stamina to do solid damage to even those who are deflecting. Who else is it? Still Witch Hunter over here. Oh, that looks like one of those new death animations. step back, get him confused. There we go. Thanks, Vess. So, in a real fight, swinging your sword around like an idiot like this would certainly kill all your friends. Probably more than killing your enemies. I thought Vess was gonna shoot him with a crossbow from like above.
Open up! I command you to open the door!
You needed merely to ask. That settles the score. And that was from the heart.
Did she get her eyes back?
Forgive me. I could not deny myself the pleasure.
How did she? Where? Why? How the fuck?
Eavesdropped on us, back at the warehouse.
What? And you didn't think it worth mentioning?
It worked
Lads,
out.
the time to discuss this is later. Radovid is dead. It matters not by whose hand. Mission accomplished. Now let's get the hell away. Place will be thick with Redanians in minutes.
Let's go.
Finally, she's talking some sense. That's a big personality shift for Vess.
Well, what? Is it done?
It's done. Though all did not go according to plan. More on that later. First, a stiff drink and a toast. The North. Temeria.
Temeria!
Bloody Temeria!
Not too early to celebrate.
Sure this isn't premature? Radovid's dead, but it's a long way from that to a free Temeria. War's not over, not even close.
You're mistaken. Tomorrow at noon, the commander of Army Group Center will sign a truce in Emir's name. A truce whose wording we agreed with Dijkstra.
So back there in Velen, when the trolls nabbed you?
Yes, I was returning from the last round of talks. Emir will keep Edion and Lyria, but in exchange for Radovid's head and a stop to guerrilla activities, he will withdraw from Temeria.
Which will become the Empire's vassal state.
Self-ruled internally, with its own courts, administrative structures and army. The silver lilies will bloom neath the rays of the great sun. So I say were I a poet. But I'm not, so all I'll say is there was no other fucking way.
I want the whole truth.
Haven't told me the whole truth.
You're right on that account. We know you're bloody allergic to politics, decided to emphasize majors and whatnot.
If it were done when 'tis done, then 'twere well it were done quickly. That but this blow might be the be-all and end-all here.
What's that?
Vakmeth, Act 1, Scene 7. Always wanted to play that. Never cast as anything but a halberdier. Geralt, what Tala told you, put it out of your mind. There will be no truce with Nilfgaard. Redania, under my enlightened rule, will fight on until it wins. And when it does, it will unite all the North, including Temeria.
Okay.
Ow! This is not what we planned and agreed.
Yep.
True.
Truce was
Instead,
followed
we
down.
insisted on one realm's questionable sovereignty, and to recover it, we gave Emir virtually all the North's other kingdoms. It was not a wise arrangement. So, no deal.
You two-faced horseman. I will not allow this.
Actually, you, Roach, should be the first to understand I've no choice.
Why the hell would I understand?
Because you too are a patriot. Geralt, this doesn't concern you. You may go. Fare thee well on your path, or whatnot.
I'm not gonna let you kill him. Come
Can't
on.
let you kill them, Dijkstra.
Oh, hard luck. Then you'll die with them. Kill them all.
Yeah, this is what I thought. Dijkstra had ambitions. Come on, let me fight. Something's wrong here. My sword's not working. I'm pushing buttons and okay, now after I rolled through it.
Keep it together, lads! Kill the witches!
Just killed one emperor, not to put another in its place.
Bloody hell! Bugger me sideways!
That was close. Very close.
It's hardly over. The envoy, due to meet the Nilfgaardians tomorrow. No doubt Dijkstra ordered him killed. We'll need to protect him.
Sorry, you're on your own.
You've had your fill of politics, I understand. Once it's over, come to Vizima. You'll be received with honors. Farewell, Wolf.
And that's it for Dijkstra, which solves a lot of problems. Right there. By getting rid of Dijkstra, we've made Philippa Einhart probably pretty happy. They got several uses out of this place. And it's a little different. There was a statue of a soldier there before, unless that was a real soldier. So, I want to talk to Yennefer. Let's see. Either way we go is fine. They're both about the same distance away. I managed to kill the Emperor and not have every single Redanian soldier attack me in the city, which is as good as anything can be. As far as quests, nothing really. So we're on the main story again, final preparations. With a little bit of luck, I think I probably could kill every single soldier in this city, assuming they didn't respawn. Okay, what did I walk into here? A house of ill repute? Again?
We can go in here, or at my place. You two.
What with the state you two.
Visual glitch. Come on. Come on, game, just... It shouldn't be that hard. And I imagine that was supposed
I'm
to be
afraid the
two
dishwater's
girls.
as good as it gets in this establishment. Imlerith, was that your idea or Ciri's?
Imorth. Series.
Series.
As I thought. I'm glad you went with her.
I thought you'd be angry.
Angry? Why? Because you supported Ciri in her decision? Or because you fought by her side and won?
What if we'd lost?
We wouldn't be having this conversation. And the female part of the continent's population would be drowning in tears. You won. No point bothering with what ifs.
Talk to Triss. Reconvening the lodge. It's not going so well.
Dangerous times, especially for sorceresses. Each thinks 5 times before sticking her neck out, and I can't blame them.
What are you doing here?
Charming place. Why are you here?
You'll find out soon. In the meantime, tell me about Philippa.
Triss and I found her and freed her. It turned out Dijkstra had her, but the situation's under control.
That's a relief.
So, gonna tell me why you're here?
I was able to establish Margarita's whereabouts, the prison in Oxenford. I also learned the identity of the man who escaped from there. He should arrive shortly.
A prison in Oxenford? Who's the guy? It's probably
What do you know
Dandelion.
about this fugitive?
I know he's the only one ever to escape from Derard. Every guardsman in the city now seeks him.
Sure he can be trusted?
We'll soon find out. He just walked in.
No, it's not Dandelion. Who? Somebody else. A new character. It's pretty late in the game to be introducing new characters.
Abbe Faria?
Who's asking?
We'd like to talk.
Damn.
Best run and get him.
I am always Yennefer's attack dog.
These humans grow wilder by the day.
How do I knock into him? I think I just have to...
Damn it, scaled the ladder. Guess I'm in for a roof walk.
I'm right behind him. Come on. There we go. The bugs are real. Yeah, I guess up here. And then up here. And then up here. It's hard to even, now that he's so, I got stuck. She just didn't want to use magic, I guess, near when other people were seeing, watching.
Take off the kid gloves, Geralt.
Oh, come on.
Stop screaming, or I'll harm you.
Thought you'd agreed to meet.
I said I'd found him, not that I'd spoken to him.
What do you want from me? Let me be.
Calm down, we just want to chat.
And then stick a shiv between my ribs. Leave me in the gutter.
Look at us. Do we look like bandits to you?
Well, not really, no.
I'm glad you agree. Besides, you'd be worthless to us dead.
So you shan't hurt me.
No. You're gonna tell us your story, then be on your way.
So be it. But we really ought to go back to Kate's. It's unwise to linger in the street.
Drink up. It'll help.
Very definition of a side quest there.
What do you want?
To get into Derard.
Find a hunter. Tell them you practice magic. They'll lock you up lickety-split.
We need to get in without anyone noticing. Tell us how you escaped, then get on with your life.
No one gets out of danger alive.
They say no one gets out of Dayrod alive.
Aye, so they say. I thought, why not try it dead?
But they burn the corpses.
They didn't start burning them until they learned an old fellow like myself had escaped. Before, they dropped the stiffs into a great pit. The pit's connected to the sewers, and the sewers empty into the river. And once you reach the river, you're as free as a fish.
How'd you fake
So
your
you
death?
played dead. No one caught on?
As a youth, I'd apprenticed with an apothecary in Silverton. Learned a thing or two about herbs. Sleeping mushrooms grew on the walls of my cell. And I found belladonna in the prison yard. Just had to mash them together and eat the pulp an hour before evening rounds.
You might have lost your life.
I prefer to die on my own terms, were that to be my fate.
Is this that prison that's on the side of the island? I don't know.
They say Dayrod's better guarded than the keep at Vicovaro.
Choose the guards from among witch hunters. The worst dregs, rabid fanatics. If you only knew what they do to folk. Torture every day. The wheel, the rack. We only knew peace on holidays when they'd drink themselves blind.
They're allowed to drink on duty.
No, not officially, but you know how it is.
Well, that's some more information.
So theoretically, we could get in the way you got out.
Assuming we don't mind the company of decomposing corpses.
And assuming you can squeeze through the grate. They barred the outlet to the river after I escaped.
Explosives could take care of that.
For half the city to hear us? I've a better plan. Oxenfurt was built on elven ruins.
Which have to connect to the sewers somewhere. If we can find a way into the ruins.
We'll get into the prison.
Interesting. Thanks for the help.
See? Wasn't so hard.
One last bit of advice. Find a new tavern. Everyone here knows you.
Thank you. Whatever your plans, I hope they work out.
So do we. So long.
Even on the default video settings, we still have this whole load in the background problem. That is weird. It's just weird. They need to fix it.
What he said about the guards could prove handy.
True. Things will go more smoothly if we can get even a few of them drunk.
Zoltan ought to manage it. I'll ask him.
Let's meet on the Oxenfurt Bridge.
I'd give you a
Ask
discount
Zoltan for help.
But the madam, well, you know.
200 experience there. Let's see. Let's find the doorway out.
You mean me to grab another lass to join us?
No, I was simply asked to.
Zoltan. Is Zoltan the... Is he still around? Like,
You a vulgar one.
isn't Zoltan the guy, the dwarven gangster? Have I ever been in this store?
A good one to you, young man. Hair's all a-grey, but by your face and straight back, I know you to be in your youth.
Greetings. What do you sell?
Herbs, young lad. I've all sorts gathered near about. You'd be surprised what useful plants grow by the
Have I
roadside.
been in this store before?
Not that surprised, actually.
Monk's Hood,
I must
for
have.
instance. Lovely blossom. Soothes
I must have
aches
never
and
been
pains
here.
with just
I
a
wouldn't be getting
handful,
this
and
long
you
of
could
dialogue.
poison a whole family. A very useful plant.
Yeah. What else would you recommend?
Have a look, young man. You seem learned in these matters.
Young man.
So I'll show you my special stock from under the counter.
Interesting. Let me see what you got.
You just might have the herbs I need.
Okay, wolf's livers, nothing special. Bear hide, powder pearl, water essence. Lunar shards? Molly arrow, we'll buy that. I don't think there's really anything though that he could possibly be selling that would be useful. Argot seeds, green mold, crow's eyes, hand fiber, dwarven spirit, Stamford's dust, bear fat, Ducal walnut, phosphorus, sulfur. Yeah, there's nothing here that he could possibly be selling. Maybe some lunar shards. We'll spend some money on that. But I got a bunch of junk. I picked up a bunch of junk after I killed those guys. I don't know why I even bother picking up anything after these guys anymore. That's the alchemy. The only thing I'm really interested in as far as alchemy is the ingredients I'm missing. Like algal decoction. That must be new, or I must have just not gotten enough algal mutagens yet. Interesting that this one requires 5 lesser red mutagens instead of I don't have any Arachnus mutagen apparently. Obviously never killed a Doppler, so I don't have a Doppler mutagen. Never killed a succubus, so I don't have a succubus. Apparently to get a troll mutagen you have to get real lucky or kill a very specific troll. Enhanced relic oil requires a cave troll liver, which could have sworn we'd done that. Same as the problem with superior ogre oil. Blizzard requires a golem's heart. Why have I not gotten a golem's heart? I don't know. It feels like a bug. And I could make a short lure, but there's really no reason.
Take care.
And that's really what I would like to find and get coming into these shops, is I'd like to find a shop somewhere that would sell me a cave troll liver. Or sell me something similar to that. Why is so many people drunk? That was a good question. Okay, so Zoltan is my friend. That's Zoltan. I thought Zoltan might be the other dwarf guy.
Zoltan.
Get up.
They're holding Margarita at Dayrod. Got a plan to break her out, but we need your help.
What should I do?
Load a wagon with as much Mahakaman as you can find and drive it to Oxenford. Yennefer will give the signal. You'll drive through the gates and treat the guards.
Oh, these are terrible times. Since the mages left town, the hunters have taken to harassing non-humans. A dwarf lingering around the prison gates only stands to attract attention.
Right. Didn't think of that. I'll go straight to Yen in that case. She went to find a way to the ruins beneath the city. Nice talking to you, Zoltan. See you later.
Okay, so I couldn't get that benefit. Let's just check the stash here. That's really silly, in my opinion. I'm gonna just pick up all these items, just in case. So it's kind of silly you can't just have like Dandelion do it for you, and it's definitely silly that because I had the mages leave and save the mages, now I'm not gonna get that little support. Not that I really need it.
Wonderful.
Are we going? How far are we going? Is this a fast travel situation? Yeah, it's a fast travel situation. So Oxenfort is over here. So we can just fast travel there to the harbor.
You'll choke to death on 3 pounds of steam.
Where you think you're going, mucker?
Why do you even care?
You're in the military operations zone, and our job's to collect the war tax.
Look more like you're collecting for a round of vodka to me.
I wonder I do. Will you be that cheeky when we accuse you of spying? Now shut your trap and pay.
Sure. 50? Why not?
Fine, I'll pay.
Get 5
I
experience.
understand. Exemplary patriotism, mate.
Fuck.
10 experience points.
I feel like puking.
If I could trade every single coin I had for more experience, I would do it pretty much without a second thought.
We'll deal with the witches, then we'll come for you, don't you worry.
Okay, where is Yennefer? There she is, yelling at me.
Find a way in?
Several. Nearest is through a well not far from here. Did you arrange any help?
We'll manage on our own.
Shall we begin?
Let's do this.
Let's do this. I have 1 minute of the Archgriffin concoction left.
Sure the guards don't know about the passage through the ruins?
sign.
Haven't planted sentries there?
They haven't.
How can you be sure?
Novigrad's hierarchs have taken great care to eradicate any and all memories of the city's elven roots. Even if anyone remembers the ruins are there, they have no recollection of how far and where they extend. And I'm absolutely certain no one's thought to place sentries there.
Hope you're right.
See, when she says absolutely certain, I don't know if it's just her magic bravado or if she is trustworthy in her wording. I wouldn't typically in this situation say I'm absolutely certain of something unless I was actually absolutely certain.
Here we are.
This is it? Boulder was plugging the well until recently.
Due to an edict Hemelfart issued some years ago. But I managed to find 2 brawny and obliging passers-by who agreed to remove the impediment. For a modest fee, naturally. Here.
What is this?
Use it once you find Rita. I'll be able to pinpoint your location.
See you inside then.
Good luck.
Wet clothes. Oh joy.
So she's not going with me. New marker entrance. Quest updated, the Great Escape. So we want to probably dive. Is it worth our while to be doing this? Maybe. Get my air back. then I'll dive some more. I would hate to end up having to come back here. These things.
Tomb Raider. Seems this one liked elven stuff.
Reference to a game I will be playing pretty soon. So there's a whole ruin over there. And I see what looks like an Algol over there. Do we bring out this? Probably wouldn't be a terrible idea if I... I wish they would fix that animation. It's very consistent, the hopping in this. Can't help but notice something here.
Mechanism's broken. Missing a piece. Replace it with something else, maybe?
Something like what? A crossbow bolt? Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be that simple. I think it's gonna be, I'm gonna need to find the missing piece with your Witcher senses, which is pointing me in this direction. Can't help but feel like I'm taking the shortcut here. That there was a long way and a short way, and I chose the short way. That's only gonna rob me of experiences when all's said and done, but you know, after 6 days of playing this game, I'd be fine with speeding it up. Do I want to go this way? Now see, the problem, I'd really like to see the map. I'd really like to see a map of like this whole section. But I guess that kind of defeats the purpose. Doesn't it? Nothing down that way. I'm seeing bones. How come I can't search those bones? Or loot those bones? Oh no. That probably means I'm in the wrong section. Yeah, I'm going the wrong way. That wasn't a situation of, oh, you're going the right way. That was a situation of you going the wrong way. Okay. So ignore those bones. Come back this direction. Use your Witcher senses over here, I guess. Hey, it's that statue again. Although this time it's bigger. Ah, here we go.
This'll come in handy.
I took a lever. come I hear a sound there? That's the one thing that makes literally no sense. It's just like, what's hidden under that tile? Can't search those bones.
That ought to do it.
Now we've got... I'm still very much on the fence whether the amount of these elven ruins that are in the game
brittle.
are too few or too many. But, oh, come on. Let me out. Yeah, so that's how we break in. Is there any more? Yeah, there's some stuff to dive for down this way. What's that, a fast travel sign? You can't be serious. Black magic doll. This makes no sense. I mean, you can't be serious that there's a fast travel sign right here. Is it under the water? It must be well above the ground. It must be some kind of bug showing it on the map when it shouldn't. I mean, that's just complete nonsense. That makes no sense whatsoever.
Breaks in here.
Necrophages and ghouls. We're looking for red mutagens, if we can get them. It's kind of strange I don't have more red mutagens. I didn't sell them. Let's see. I'm kind of a believer of always go the back route. Go the way you shouldn't go. The map's not telling you to go. Make sure there's not something hiding. You know, it wouldn't be terrible to meditate either. Unfortunately, I cannot do that now. Okay, I think yeah, that is locked. A key is required. So it is up here. This is kind of a unique thing, a slanted floor in the sewer. We haven't seen, at least I don't recall seeing that. So let's see.
What are you looking? Alarm! Intruders!
It's funny, he was Will to talk to me for a second. Sewer keys. Dimitrum braces, which are used to hold back there. You have to say, they definitely, the wizards and witches, dropped the ball the second that they let on that people, that they could be, the powers could be restrained with Dimitrum braces. So, if we're looking for the sorceress, going through the sewers I don't think is going to be the best way. Of course, just wandering around like this is probably not the best way either.
Alive! Take him alive! Watch his
Ready to. Two in one stroke.
Margarita.
Who's that? Geralt. God, I'm hallucinating.
Getting you out of here.
No chance. We'll both die in here.
Sheila.
They captured her first. Her condition's critical. It's pointless. We'll never open it without the key. The warden keeps them with him at all times. His room is upstairs.
Be right back.
Can I not just throw the thing that was gonna have her teleport in there so that Yennefer could teleport right into the cage and teleport them all out? Maybe these are Dimitrum bars and that messes with all that? I don't know. Can I close the broken gate? According to the game, I can. So these are all locked and require a key. And it would make a great distraction if I freed everybody. Not to mention, it's probably the right thing to do. I have a wonder though if at the end of the day I'm not going to end up having the sorceress is in the lodge take over all of Novigrad. They've always been a little too ambitious. Alright, get the key. I think if I walk out there, that would be a big old mess of trouble. So we'll avoid that.
Let's do this. Come on. Quick.
I want him alive! Alive!
You want him alive, you're dead. Maze.
Ah!
Wasn't I supposed to get the key? Wondrous world of insectoids. So where's the key? Wasn't that the guy right there? Maybe I'm missing something.
Come on, come closer.
Just let him call all his reinforcements in. Just slaughter them all, why not? And we are overburdened, so we can start dumping some things. Probably not worth much. These witch hunter blades. Ham sandwich? I like cleared out this whole area. Oh, it is higher up. So, the whole ringing of the bell, all of that was part of the story. That, I must say, that is some pretty poor placement of just design. It's pretty poor. Wow, I ran all that way for some third and string. Wow. Couldn't bother to put something more interesting in there? Or at least something more valuable? How come I'm not picking up any coins? I think the game may have just decided that I'm done with coins. Also, how'd I get more swallow? It just like reinvigorated me at some point. I have a full set of swallow now.
Eternal fire!
Here he is.
I want him alive! Alive!
So he was saying he wanted me alive all the way from the back there. Cell key has been gotten. Oh, you know how I probably got more swallow? As I leveled up. I didn't know it did that. That kind of indicates that if we were to sit here and schedule out very specifically when we intended to level up, you could possibly never have to meditate. Motivate. Wrong word. So I want to see, did he get magic trinket from Yennefer, a lever, sewer key, cell key, a bunch of these shackles, which I want to use later. Then these books, make sure I've read them all. I thought maybe I hadn't read some of them. There we go. We can enjoy a swallow of swallow.
Know who you're fucking with? Watch his work!
I wanted this to actually be on this. So the trick Let's get these two. Oh, come on. Come on. 5 more seconds to swallow. Just wait. We're gonna swallow. Place the axe, control their mind, get that free couple hits. Still somebody somewhere. Oh, here he is. Ugh. Let's see. I don't want to pick up that one. I'll take that one. And I'll take that one. And then we're overburdened again. So we'll start dropping this garbage. I don't even know why I'm picking these things up. It's so difficult to turn around and sell it to merchants. There we go. Now free everybody else first.
Thank you, good sir. God's reward you.
Thank you. Be careful. Don't let him get you.
What are you doing?
Yen insisted on coming.
She did appear outside the cell.
Rita. Sheila. When I get my hands on the sons of bitches.
There aren't any left.
Yenna, I shan't make it.
Hold on. You must hold on.
Did I kill this character because I
I'm
took too
dying.
long?
Yenna, I'm a
I
sorceress.
don't think so.
Let me die with dignity.
This seems far too dramatic and cinematic for it just to be a choice option. I'll do it. Let's go. What am I saying? I'm offering to kill her? Or let's go. And leave her. Guess
Yen,
I'll...
get Rita out of here.
Geralt.
Yenna, for once, don't argue with him.
I guess the other option would be to just...
I can't pass through the portal with you both. You'll need to get out on your own.
Don't like portals anyway. Go.
Funny. There was a time I'd have asked you not to do this.
No, you'd never have asked. You're too proud.
I don't even know who this character is that I'm killing. Just so beat up. Celia de Margarita Loxatel. There's nothing to loot. 300 experience. Would I've gotten more experience doing something different? I don't know. It'd be kind of a bummer not to exit through the sewers. So let's exit to the sewers. I could just leave through the, probably the roof.
Thank you. Be careful now. Don't let him get you.
Wait for daylight and talk to Alfred. Where am I? Where did I come from? Which way did I come from? Up here? I think I'm going this way. Hey, this is that facility again, where Horson Jr. was. Will we ever get the key to get in there? So the sewers all connect, but we're not gonna spend a lot of time using them. I think we now are ready to talk to Alovec, since we've done everything else we can do as far as this main story goes. Let's see. I don't think we have any other side quests. Let's see. Double check. Yeah. We could wander around Novigrad and Velen looking for these Witcher contracts, but we might as well wait. They're still still a couple levels away from where we should be.
No lollygagging.
So we managed to accomplish as much. I'd like to know what's going on with Dandelion's girl. That'd be nice to know.
Yes, Geralt?
I can't talk to her about the statues anymore. So, Alvarec. And why would you ever build a building like that? I don't know. It makes no sense. So up the stairs we go to this guy. Where is he? Should find a salesman too pretty soon. There he is. Have I been in this room? What could possibly be in this room that would be worth taking? That's the weird thing about the whole loot system, is that it seems like it would be nothing of value at this point, but there's still some stuff that seems of value. It weirdly goes between the two. You might even want to play in a different fashion than me. You might want to just pick up things that you consider valuable instead of looting everything. Alright, let's talk to him. Now let's talk to him.
Need a hanky? Gotta admit, never expected this of you.
You humans have unusual tastes. How did you fare on Bald Mountain?
Need to ask? You're a sage.
I ask as a courtesy. A concept you clearly forgot when you left without uttering a word.
Ciri was in a hurry.
I know, so she wrote in her letter. But that is not my concern. You eliminated Imlerith adeptly. So adeptly, you might say you inspired me.
What have you got in mind?
Meaning?
The loss of one of his great generals has weakened Eredin significantly. 2 others remain.
How do we get rid of them?
Caranthier is a loyalist, but Gels, that is another story. He was a devoted follower of our former king. And as it happens, Eredin poisoned our beloved ruler.
Regicide. Serious stuff. Take it not many know about this.
Of the living?
Serious stuff, I
only
just did it.
And Eredin, of course.
Question is, can you get Gels to believe you?
Nothing you need worry about.
Haven't mentioned killing Gels.
Such drastic means are not always necessary.
So you probably plan to offer him a deal.
Brilliant deduction. Bravo.
Fine. So what do you propose?
Why, to bring Gels here. Show him the truth of what happened.
Fabulous plan, if we only knew where to find him.
We do. In the land of the NL.
NL?
Land of the NL?
You don't recall. After all, you did travel with Eredin for some time. The land of the Elder folk. The world where we arrived centuries ago. A world that is now our home. The Red Riders come from there. And it is there where we will find Gels.
And how do you get there?
I think you're forgetting something. You and Ciri might know how to travel between worlds, but me? Not so much.
You clearly know there are many other worlds apart from the one where we now stand. They're linked by passages, hidden gateways that afford travel from one world to another.
Interesting.
Of course, few know of these gateways. Even fewer can locate them.
Elven sages, for example?
For example. One such passage will open soon near where we are, fortuitously enough. Between this noble edifice and the butcher's yard. That's our chance. Shall we go?
Okay, let's go.
Let's go.
Worst case scenario, I can always kill him if we can't turn him.
I know this house. Supposed to drive a godling from here.
Supposed to?
Decided it was harmless.
Oh, we're back to this house. Interesting. Through time and space.
The passage is here, past this wall.
Yeah. Oh, okay. At least they're reusing it.
This is the place.
Interesting.
Once we enter, there'll be no returning until we reach Gel's. Ready?
Yes, let's go.
Remember, wherever you land, search for a place that looks like this one. We shall meet sooner or later.
Mean we'll be separated?
It's possible. I lack your ward's talent. Zirel is the Lady of Time and Space. I merely know how to use this arcane knowledge to a limited degree. It's time.
Is this just gonna be a trick to get me back to the Wild Hunt?
I hate portals.
So where am I gonna end up? What a great opportunity for the game makers to just make a completely different world. And I think they did a pretty good job on that.
Where are we?
Welcome to the Rydo Desert.
This somewhere in our world?
Ever seen such canyons in your world? Come, we must go.
Can't help notice that there are some winds up there.
Place?
And planets?
A very old world, thoroughly raped and destroyed.
Anything live here?
Mainly desert creatures, able to survive months on end without water. Oh, and large sand crabs beneath the surface. We must be careful they don't sense us.
And before? Were there any people? Or elves?
Do you believe humanoids have a monopoly on destroying worlds?
So what did live here? Sentient monsters of some sort?
Look at those cliffs. Remind you of anything?
Look a bit like the bed of a giant river.
Or the bottom of a sea?
Mean there were water creatures here once?
No creatures. Merely a sea.
Trying to say
that there are many different worlds and even more forms of life. Many of them intelligent, much more so in fact than you humans.
Is this supposed to be like...
Not even that could stop them from exhausting all the resources of their world. To the last drop.
So, was there something that drained the sea? Is this supposed to be like Bioshock land? That would make much sense. Supposed to... I'm thinking all of the games that this might be a subtle reference to. This kind of looks like Borderlands. Seeing lots of planets.
The portal.
Looks more like a ruin.
Appearances can be deceiving.
And this
so
thing
what are we waiting for?
Is just like
for
a
it to open.
on-rails place. So we have to travel through different places. What was that?
What's going on?
The sand crabs have sensed our presence.
Wonderful.
Wait until the passage opens. You'd probably be safe right about there. I can't help but think that is seeming strangely like some of the monsters in Borderlands.
They just keep coming.
Am I gonna get it?
Jump in up! 3, 2, 1. Very good.
Can I loot?
What a relief.
Yeah, let's just leave. Apparently they won't follow.
Have a look.
Okay, we're separated now. That's no good.
is.
Let's work our way to the portal, I suppose.
Vapors don't look terribly inviting. Damn it, gotta hold my breath. Any longer and I'd have suffocated.
Let's see. How do I want to do this? Oh, there is something I can loot. Crystallized essence. Interesting.
Should avoid those clouds, or bolt through them. Place of power. Should draw from it.
Wow. What is going on here? So, are we never gonna, I mean, you can't world map here, we don't have an idea. So it was possible that you could just get less than the maximum things, I suppose. Which way are we even? We're trying to go that way. What's the right way? I think this is the right way. We hear all kinds of monsters. He's lucky he landed on a place he could breathe at all. Alright, so we're gonna just, I think, jump through here. Alright, that was long. That was dangerously close. Nope. I'm losing health. Is it that way? So when you lose breath, you start to lose your health. Fortunately, we're so close to the end game that our vitality is about as high as it ever would be. Let me up. I can't help but being afraid that I'm gonna miss something. And some portals seem to be open. I guess the portals open by themselves. Alright. And now we're underwater. So we'll just swim. Something here to loot. Darn it. And I think we are
cold
in where the Wild Hunt lives. For experimental reasons, we'll do an Igni here. See if that was the right thing, and it wasn't.
Freeze to death if I don't hide somewhere. and I gotta find that next passage quick.
I am freezing to death. Snowstorm. Here it is.
If I can just find cover along the way, I should make it to the passage.
Twine. Five essence. So I could see how people would definitely have some trouble with this. Trying to figure out what they're doing here. Hardly getting anything for my efforts. Okay. Where are we going here? I think we're gonna slide down right through the middle of this to these houses. Don't think that was right. Ooh. Well, we're having adventures through time and space like Doctor Who, and I think we're getting close.
Cold.
So I guess the fire would have melted it. Interesting.
Freeze to death if I don't hide somewhere. And I gotta find that next passage quick. If I can just find cover along the way, I should make it to the passage.
So we kind of know this is this. And then we kind of know this is this. So the question is, what's the next point? Is it down here? It is.
Light in a place like this? Someone must have lit it. With any luck, it was a certain grouchy elven sage. Snow's up to the rooftops. Wonder how long this blizzard's been blowing.
Traveler's note. Interesting. So and when you're near the fire, you can regain your health. The architectural style obviously is the same. but that doesn't mean a lot, because it could have been that elven sages were traveling between the worlds, sharing their knowledge the whole time. Could be that many of the things in every world are heavily influenced. So, where's our next stop-off point? So, just carefully walk across this. It's easier than it looks.
Of course. What else? Might have expected this.
So we have some wild hounds. You ready? Sulfur, monster bone, coal. Ignite. It's interesting that this has never been the situation before. Sitting by a fire to refill your thing. It's such an interesting concept for a game. Just get by the fire and you'll be fine. You'll recover all your health. I'm losing all my health right now. Snowstorm is still affecting me. I'm about to die. Well, I think that's as good as it can be. We will start, I guess, back here. I guess I should have saved. We're making progress, but not a lot. Anywho, that's it for this episode. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All that helps out. If you want to support me, you can click on my name, Rydo. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. Click it and make a donation. And if you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media site, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.